Good evening. Well, good afternoon, family. How are you guys doing? So I wanted to just share a quick word with you guys because in my life right now, especially in this season of my life, God is really working with me on being patient. And I just wanted to remind you to be patient with God while he's working out your situation, or while he's growing you, or while he's taking you from one place to the next and from one season to the next. And the thing I love about God is kind of the comparisons that he gives us. Jesus taught in parables so that we could relate to what he was saying. He taught in parables not to be funny, not to be sarcastic, but so that we could really put into perspective what he was saying and apply it to our lives. And one of the things that God has kind of been nudging on me in this season and saying is, think about how much time you gave wrong people, right? When we look at our lives, especially those of us who have been in kind of these cycles of toxic relationships, when we look at how much time we dedicated to the wrong person or the wrong thing or the wrong relationship, and God is saying, if you could dedicate so much time to something that was never supposed to be, if you could dedicate so much time and energy into a person you were never supposed to be with, if you could dedicate so much time and energy into wrong jobs and toxic relationships and friendships that should have been dead and gone, then why is it that you can't be patient with me? I can look back over my life and look at how many relationships I've been in with wrong people. And maybe some of them I gave chance after chance after chance and wasted years of my life being patient with wrong people who were never going to get it together and never had my best interest in heart. And God is saying, if you could devote that much time to man, and if you could be patient and forgiving with people who meant you no good, then the least you could do is be patient with me while I work out my plan for your life. And we have to remember, family, God has our best interest at heart. Truly, he wants what's best for us because he has a plan for us to prosper us, right? So just be patient with God. Remember, if you have been able to dedicate so much time and patience to those relationships that you should have walked away from a long time ago. If you got patience for fools and people who keep on doing you wrong and keep on lying to you and you keep on giving them chance after chance, then you got patience for God. If you have patience for friendships and people who are in your life draining you dry that should have been gone a long time ago, you got patience to wait on God while he's doing what it is that he's doing in your life. And we have to be mindful of that, and we have to really be reflectful and say, you know what, Lord, I wasted 5 years being patient with a person that was never going to change. The least I could do is be patient with you while you're working out your best for my life, because we've been patient in situations with people that didn't have our best interests at heart. We've been patient in situations that were hurting us, that were harming us, that were keeping us stuck. We've been patient with people who have hurt us over and over again, and because we wanted so badly for them to change, we've been patient and we've stuck around. And God is saying, if you could give that much time and energy and have that much patience with somebody who meant you no good, right? With bad situations, wrong situations, if you could waste that much time doing the wrong things, then the least you could do is be patient with God while he works out your situation or moves you closer to your purpose. And one thing that God is really pressing on me with in this season is patience. And I find myself sometimes, family, and I know you guys can relate, sometimes I find myself so frustrated with where I am. Hi, Sister Caritha, thank you so much. With where I am, and I'm like, man, God, I should have been here by now, and I should have been there by now. And I love God because in his love, sometimes he'll hit you with a clap back and he'll be like, well, did you make decisions that led you to where you think you should be? Did you make right decisions? No, you wasted a lot of your young adulthood doing silly stuff, not being obedient, making mistakes and in wrong places and with wrong people. So if you could waste that much time doing the wrong things, and if you could spend that much time on people who never ever cared about you to begin with, and who were only in your life to take from you and to not give, then the least we could do, family, is be patient with God, because God has a plan to prosper us. He has a plan to get us to an intended end. He loves us, and he really does have something amazing for each and every one of us. And we have to learn how to be patient with him as he takes us through that process. So when I find myself getting frustrated I love that God in all his love, I feel that the Holy Spirit is impressing upon me, be patient. Think about all the years you wasted being patient on stuff that was never ever going to work out, stuff that was never going to last, things that were hurting you, people that were hurting you, and y'all, mainly people. Come on, can we just be real for a second? How long did you waste with that person that you knew good and well you never should have been with? Breaking up, getting back together, just to break up again and then get back together. I can tell y'all I've wasted so many years in relationships like that, breaking up and then getting back together and then breaking up again and getting back together, being patient with someone I couldn't change them, being patient with people who were never going to change, never had my best in mind. And God is like, listen, you gave that person 5 years of your life. The least you could do is be patient with me for a couple of years while I work to get things together, while I work to restore you where you wasted time and you, all the brokenness that's in you. Like, the least you could do is I have your best at heart. I have your best interest in mind, and I truly have a plan for you. So the least you can do is be patient with God while he works out his best for you. The same way that you were patient when you were making mistakes, when you were giving wrong people chance after chance after chance, when you were wasting time doing stuff you knew you had no business doing, when you were being patient, trying to wait on something to work out that wasn't of God. You can be patient with God, and you can wait on the Lord while he works out his best for your life. So I love you guys, and I will see you later. I hope that you've had an amazing day. I pray that you have an amazing remainder of your day, and I pray that this quick message bless you, because we have to learn how to stop complaining. We whine and whine and whine so much, y'all. And we think that whining is going to move God. Your whining is not going to do anything for you. Your patience, your heart of thanksgiving, waiting on the Lord, your praising in advance, your faithfulness, your speaking his affirmations over your life. Those are the things that really touch and move the heart of God, not your complaining because you tired of waiting. I remember I was having this kind of moment last week where I was in my feelings, y'all. And I was like, Lord, I've been single now for 2.5 years. That's the longest I ever been single. What's going on with me, Lord? When is it going to happen for me? Everybody around me is getting married and finding their boo and this and that. And God was like, that's okay. If I don't have that in the plan for you right now, be patient with me while I work on you to prepare you for that. Because the truth be told, maybe you're not ready for that. Some of us are upset with God right now because we want something right now and we're not even ready for it. And God is saying, be patient with me while I get you ready for that. Because if I give it to you right now, you're not going to do anything but mess it up. You won't even be able to handle it right now because you're not ready, because you haven't been still and patient long enough for me to prepare you for that. So we got to be patient with God, family, while he works out his best for our life. I love you all, and I will talk to you later on.